Good evening, Mr. Huad. Can you hear me? It works, right? Right. Mr. Huad,
Yes, Bante.
can you hear me?
Yes, I can, Bante.
Right. Thank you.
It's okay. I'm gonna take over hosting.
All right. Everyone, please say it 3 times loudly. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Very good evening to everyone. Before we begin, so let me wish. Let me do the same wish. May this session also help you to develop in your spiritual practice at least a little bit further. And may all of you be able to gain at least in little inner peace, inner happiness within. And may this practice help you to advance in the Dhamma path at least one step ahead. With those thoughts, we are going to start today's session. Dear Dhamma friends, now we are gradually practicing both Vipassana meditation, and then the newcomers, all students, they are practicing Vipassana meditation, and the new students, they are practicing breathing meditation. So the old students, they were instructed to practice the fourth step of Vipassana meditation. So you were kindly requested to observe the sensations on the middle part of your body. So keep on observing part by part. So the sensations on each part, right? So first on the right chest area, then left chest area, then abdomen area, upper back area, and lower back area. Whenever you are done, once again, please start with the top of your head and keep on observing part by part, pitch by pitch. All students, they are kindly requested to practice the first step of breathing meditation. So the newcomers, so they are kindly requested to practice the first step of breathing meditation. What you have to do is, please pay your entire attention to your breath. When the breath is coming in, please be fully aware. When the breath is going out, please be fully aware. If the breath is long, let it be so. If the breath is short, let it be so. If the breath is cross, if the breath is soft, let it be so. Don't try to change it, but always keep on noting, keep on observing. So that's very important, right? Keep on knowing, keep on noting, keep on observing, right? Whatever the breath that you experience right now, let it be so. Just keep on being aware about that particular breath. And then after that, sometimes the mind will wander away. At that time, don't feel frustrated, don't feel disappointed. Instead, once again, without wasting time on being remorseful, so without wasting time on remorse, right? Please restart again. Right? Please restart again. So that's what you need to do. Please practice very, very ardently. Very, very ardently. To practice Vipassana meditation, we don't have a long time, right? So during the remaining period of time, so give you everything and work daily. Work hard. This is a practice that you do for your own benefit first. and then all the other people who are around you will get benefited. So I have seen so many vipassana meditators, so they change eventually because of their ardent practice. So there are certain meditators, earlier they had certain kinds of very bad anger issues, right? So through vipassana meditation, they could reduce that that negativity, the level of that negativity. And then there were so many other meditators who had various kinds of other issues, but because of their own practice, so we saw them changing, and they also told us how they change in their life. Sometimes there were certain co-workers who were on fights, so they finally became friends. And sometimes certain managers and the other junior workers, they had fights. They also later on became friends. So thanks to the practice. So practice is the one which changes you. So give your time, invest your time, and work ardently. Then first you will change. Then you will help the other people to change too. Okay? Then please practice very, very ardently. So once again, newcomers, please practice. New students, please practice the breathing meditation. And all students, please keep on practicing the fourth step of Vipassana meditation. Before we start the silent meditation session, I always teach you something which is very applicable for your life. Nowadays, we are learning, I'm teaching you, I'm describing you about karma, right? So, various aspects of karma. So, in 5 minutes, every day I take 5 minutes and teach you one aspect of karma, right? So, today I'm going to teach you about about the karma according to its behavior, right? Karma according to its behavior, right? So when karma falls, when karma results inside our lives, so they result in various kinds of ways, right? First way is so uh, according to the first way, uh, that particular karma is called as reproductive karma. Reproductive karma. So there are certain karmas. Those karmas, they affect us. So when we gain a second life, I mean, whenever we gain life, so for that, so there is one karma which becomes which affects us. So that karma is called, such kind of karmas are called as reproductive karmas. Right? Reproductive karmas. In Pali, it is called as Janaka karma. Right? So we were born in the human realm, so thanks to a reproductive karma. So various beings were born in various kinds of realms, thanks to those reproductive karmas. Reproductive karma has a connection with the last thought of the past life. Right? Whatever the thoughts that we whatever the deeds that we multiplied throughout our life, and then uh, whichever the karma that was memorable for you, most memorable for you, it will, there is a big probability for that karma to come to come I mean, so there is a big probability for you to remember that karma at the last moment of your life. There is a big probability. I don't say that it will be the very one, because sometimes certain karmas which have happened recently also can affect, right? For an example, so at the brim of your death, if someone did something wrong, hurtful, and then if you quote that with your mind, but you cannot say anything about it, but it's inside your mind. You can't express anything, and your anger grows moment by moment. And even though how many good things you have done, so then you die with that angry thought. So then the karma which affected you was a karma which you did recently, right? Right. So like that. So there are certain karmas. So that comes into your mind, which were memorable for you, that you have done so during your lifetime, right? At one period of your life, or sometimes it can be a karma that you did recently. Closer to the death, to the last moment of your life, right? So somehow that karma, that memory which comes into your mind at the last moment of your life, so it is the one which pushes you to the next life, and it is the one which will become, right? It is the one which will become your reproductive karma, right? Reproductive karma, and then so that is the first way how karma affects us according to its behavior. And second one is, so it is just it is this the first situation is similar to similar to planting a seed, right? Planting a seed, right? Then second kind of karma is called as supportive karma. Supportive karma. In Pali, it is called as upattambaka, right? Upattambaka means whatever the life that you got, right? So you cannot carry it forward if we don't have supportive karmas. We need to have supportive good or bad karmas, so to carry it further, right? Then this is the second kind of karma, so that affects us, right? So then the third kind of karma, so obstructive karma, right? So if you were born for an obstructive karma, is the karma which obstructs that particular life, that particular way of life, right? For an example, in the world, you might say certain people, so they were born into a wealthy background, and for some time that those people, they enjoy luxury, right, and live well. But suddenly something happens that cause poverty in them, right? So they lose all the wealth, and finally they sit on the road, right, begging, or in in situations which is closer to that, right, which ends up in poverty. So such kind of, if not, so there is a person who is very healthy from the beginning of that person's life. So on the way, when that person is in, when that person's teenagers, or if not in that person's 20s or 30s or 40s, that person gets a sickness. That person catches a sickness which changes that person's a complete way of life, way of living, right? Right. So it happens most probably due to the obstructive karmas. They obstruct the way of life, how you are living. Right? That is the third kind of karma. So first karma gives you the birth. It is just like planting a seed. Second karma, uh, second kind of karma, they support you to live your life, to maintain that life well, right? And then the third kind of karmas, they change, they completely change the way how you live. And the third karma, it can act in a good way too. Right? So there is a person who was born poor. And after some time, something happens suddenly, which makes that person very rich. Right? So there is one person who is sick at the beginning of that person's life. And suddenly, so in the middle of that person's life, so something happens that makes that person completely healthy. Right? Like that, obstructive karma can work in both ways. Right? And then fourth one is destructive karma. Destructive karma means, so destructive karmas means, so they are the karmas which completely destroys the life, right? Before its so proper ending, right? For an example, we expect someone to live to 60 years, 70 years, 80 years, right? But without so living up to that point, so what happens is something happens that completely so destroys that person's life. It can happen to a human being, animal, or any being, right? So then somehow what it does is it completely cuts off that person's life, right? This is the fourth kind of karma, right? According to the behavior of karmas. Can you understand? Right. So what are the four kinds of karmas? Reproductive karma, supportive karma, obstructive karma, destructive karma. Very nice. These are the four kinds of karmas. These are the karmas. So according, these are the category of karmas according the way how they affect our lives. Okay. Right. So now you know about it. Okay. Now everyone, please keep your back straight, neck straight, head straight. Please keep your right palm on your left palm and let your whole body to relax. First of all, I'm going to pay our sincere respect and gratitude to the Buddha, Dhamma, and Sangha reciting the stanzas that we usually chant. After that, let's start our silent meditation. So everyone, please calmly concentrate. Please concentrate. Namo tase bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhase. Namo tase bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhase. Namo tase bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhase. Itimiso bhagava arahang samma sambuddho viññācarana sampanno sungato lokamido anuttaro purisa dhamma sarati sattva deva manusanam buddho bhagavati Swakato bhagavata dhammo Sangnittiko akaliko Ehi pasiko opanaiko Machatang veditamo Vinyuhiti Sopanipangno bhagavato savaka sangho Unyumanipangno bhagavato savaka sangho Nyaya panipangno bhagavato savaka sangho Samichi manipangno bhagavato savaka sangho Yadidang chattari purisa yugani Atte purisa puggalam एष भगवतो सावक संगो आहुनेयो पाहुनेयो नचिनेयो अंजलि करनीयो अनुत्तरं पुण्यक्षेत्रं लोकसाति साधु साधु साधु. With a very calm mind, with a very quiet mind, with an alert, very attentive mind, with a balanced, very equanimous, patient, peaceful mind. Everyone, please start your meditation. If you are a new student, as I requested, please practice the first step of breathing meditation. Keep on observing the breath, which is coming in and going out. If you are an old student, please keep practicing fourth step of Vipassana meditation. Whatever the meditation technique that you're going to practice, regardless of the technique, I sincerely wish, may your meditation be very, very successful. Very, very successful. Everyone, please start your meditation right now. Right now. Now, if your legs are hurting, you can change your posture. The old students, they are kindly requested to stay the same. But the new students, they can change the posture if the legs are hurting. Now we are going to practice loving kindness meditation in brief. Loving kindness meditation in brief. Everyone, let's share our loving kindness with yourself first. Please think, may I be well. May I be happy. May I be peaceful. May I be very peaceful. Please spread your sincere loving kindness towards yourself first. Now, please spread your loving kindness towards your dear parents, teachers, relatives, and friends. Please think, may my dear mother, may my dear father, may my dear teachers, relatives, and friends be well, be happy, be peaceful. May they be very peaceful. Please spread your sincere loving kindness towards your parents, teachers, relatives, and friends. Now, please spread your loving kindness towards the neutral people. Neutral people are the people who are in the middle. They are the people who don't belong to the category of friends. And they are also the people who don't belong to the category of enemies. These are the neutral people, the people in the middle. Please think. May all the neutral people be well. May all the neutral people be happy. May all the neutral people be peaceful. May they be very peaceful. Very peaceful. Please spread your sincere loving kindness towards the neutral people. Neutral people. Now, let's spread our loving kindness towards our enemies. Before spreading your loving kindness towards them, please forgive for the mistakes that they did to hurt you. At the same time, please ask forgiveness for the mistakes that you did to hurt them. After that, please start spreading loving kindness even towards your enemies. Please think. May my enemies be well. May my enemies be happy. May my enemies be peaceful. May my enemies be very peaceful. Please spread your sincere loving kindness towards your enemies. Your enemies. Now, please spread your loving kindness towards all the beings in the world. Not only towards human beings, please spread your loving kindness towards the animals, reptiles, fish, birds, and visible or invisible all beings. Please think. May all beings be well. May all beings be happy. May all beings be peaceful. May all beings be very peaceful. Please spread your sincere loving kindness towards all the beings in the world. All the beings in the world. Bhavatu Sambe Mangalang Rakanto Sampe Devatam Samme Buddhanubhavini Samme Dhammanubhavini Samme Sanghanubhavini Sada Sutti Mavang Tutti. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Now everyone, please open your eyes. Let your whole body to relax. Now please join your palms together and say 3 times. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Dear Dhamma friends, hope all of you had a very good meditation session. Silent meditation session. So, whenever you practice, you need to understand that we don't have a very long lifetime. Even to develop spiritually, we only have a very limited lifetime. So, if we live 100 years, we sleep for 50 years. And then we have to keep this mind all the time. So, we only have 50 years to live. Because 50 years we invest on sleeping, and then so when you take the other 50 years, you have to spend 15 18 years for your studies, right? So let's make it 20, right? Then after that, so you have to work to survive. So for working, then again you have to spend time, right? So let's dedicate another 10, 15 years for it, right? Then after that, so you have emergencies. So you become sick, right? Family emergencies happen, and various other kinds of things happen in life, right? For all such kind of things, so you have to dedicate time. So let's keep aside another 5 years. So then you only have how many years to live? 10 years to live, right? Then within this 10 years only, so you can do something for yourself, and at the same time that you can spiritually develop, right? So as wise human beings, before we become incapable of doing anything, right? So please wisely manage your time and practice the Dhamma very ardently, right? So please keep that in mind all the time. Right, now it is the time for your small break. If you want to drink water, so if you want to go to the bathroom, so please take this small 5 minutes break. And after that, please be inside the inside the hall. Today we are going to discuss about another very important topic, which is related to the meditation. We are going to talk about right concentration. The last one related to the Eight Noble Path. Right. Take your break. Udara Rasnide. Change my. Yes. And you know how to turn on the AC, right? Please. 70. Ini. Ini deh. Oh. On. Tufatin. Na yung. Sige. Sige. Now everyone, please say it 3 times loudly. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Dear Dhamma friends, so during the last few weeks, we were discussing about the 8 Noble Path, which is related to this, which is very important to this practice, right? And that is the main base of this this practice, right? So when it comes to the Dhamma practice, so it is about 2 things. First thing is about, so we need to understand that there is a universal suffering, right? Then second thing is, so there is a path to come out of this suffering, right? There are 2 things. So there is suffering, and then there is a path to come out of this suffering. So 8 Noble Path is the path which teaches us how to come out of all the suffering. Right? Then we began learning about the right. What is the first one, Remy? Right understanding. Then after that, So we talked about the second one. Right understanding leads to, Mr. Kevin, right concepts. Then we learn because of the right concepts. Then we develop, Mr. Reena, right speech. So we develop right speech. That's number 3. We also develop, Sriyansh Bhaiya, right action. Mrs. Jane, right livelihood. Mr. Tim, right effort. Right effort. Right livelihood. So then to maintain that, we need that 6th one, right effort. Right. It also belongs to the section of concentration. Right. So then first two, right understanding and right concept, belongs to the wisdom part. Right speech, right action, right livelihood, it belongs to the morality part. Right. So it generally changes the way how you live materially. Right. So spiritually too, but overall it's all about developing sila, morality. Then after that we learn about the third one. So panya, wisdom. So we learned about right effort. So concentration. So wisdom, samadhi. So so right effort belongs to concentration. Right. That's where the first part of concentration begins. Right. Then after that we discussed last week about these two. Right. Last week, right effort, then right. Mr. Kevin, mindfulness, right? Mindfulness. So, right mindfulness. So, we learned about right mindfulness in the last week. And then today we conclude with the last one. So, the pinnacle, it is called as right concentration. Right concentration. So, you can write down that right concentration. So, uh, so if you don't have the book, then you can write it on your notes on iPhone. Right concentration. So right concentration. What is this right concentration? Right concentration is so described in in Dharma as kusala chittasya ekaggata. Kusala means skillful. I mean, skillful means so skillfulness in maintaining wholesomeness, niceness, right? Purity. So kusala chittasya ekaggata means the ability to maintain, right? The ability to maintain so a wholesome thought, right? So wholesome focus, so continuously. So ability to maintain the wholesome focus continuously. It is called as samadhi. Right? Samadhi. Right. Then when you started the meditation practice, so samadhi or this deep concentration level, it is not something that you will experience at once. At the beginning, the mind begins to run here and there, just like a crazy monkey, right? So it jumps from this thought to the other one, and then you try to keep it with you try to keep the mind with one. The meditation objective, the breath, and then again it jumps away, and again you bring it back. Again it jumps away. Again you bring it back. You struggle, and then after that, gradually, so you begin to concentrate. Right? Somehow, so the wild bull, because of I hope you remember the simile, that I taught you about, the wild bull, the rope, and the tree, right? Wild bull, the rope, and the tree. When the wild bull, the mind, untrained mind, right? So when you tied it to a tree, which is the breath, with the rope called focus, right? Then at the beginning, the bull jumps here and there, right? But gradually it tames and begins begins to concentrate on the breath, right? Begins to concentrate on the breath. Then after that, so gradually, then you gain the ability to maintain your focus for 5 minutes, for 10 minutes, and then so on. And after that, when you could maintain that focus for a long time, then you reach to the stage called Parikarma Samadhi. Parikarma Samadhi means, its English translation is preliminary concentration level. Preliminary concentration level. So when you read the preliminary concentration level, so at that time you will start seeing, I have already taught you, you begin to see various kinds of lights, right? Sometimes. So if not, then you feel like you're floating. Right? So such kind of things will happen. Right? Then after that, at the same time, you will start experiencing some happiness. Happiness that you have never experienced before. And then after that, you gain the ability to maintain that one for a long period of time. Parikarma, preliminary concentration level, you gain the ability to maintain it for a longer period of time. Now, because of that, continuous work, then you are bound to reach the second level. So that second early beginner's level it is called as Upachara Samadhi. Please write down the English one, access concentration. Access concentration, right? So have you learned about this one before? Naomi, have you heard of this? All right, please write them down. Yeah. First one is preliminary concentration. Second one is access concentration. So in access concentration or Upachara Samadhi, now, you gain the ability, in this level, your happiness is getting, better and better, and you feel more and more peace, right? And then, so the body starts to become very relaxed. Right? Those things happen. Then after that, third level, so then if you could maintain that level for a longer period of time, then you start to enter the third beginner's level, right, of concentration, right? So concentration means third level of that concentration is Appana Samadhi. Appana Samadhi in Pali. The English meaning is fixed concentration. Fixed concentration. Now you gain the ability to maintain the concentration for a longer period of time. Right? It may be 30 minutes, 45 minutes, or more, but it's pure concentration. So there is no any, uh, so uh, so there is no any wandering nature of the mind, right? So it's less, very less. So then, these are the early three levels. So to gain these things, then after that, to go deeper from these levels, we need certain things. Certain factors should get fulfilled, right? So, for an example, and to attain the deeper first stage of, first jhanic level. First jhanic level in right concentration. So you need to you need to maintain. There are 5 factors which will help you if you want to get it sooner. And if you want to experience it sooner, there are 5 factors that will help you, that you need to fulfill. First one is you have to maintain a good diet, not very salty, not very spicy, right? So good healthy diet, right? And then that's number one, maintaining good diet, healthy diet. Because so whenever you start to practice, um, so deep concentration levels, the condition of your body affects too. If you eat very spicy food, whenever you start uh, whenever you start to feel deeper levels, then you become very sensitive to the body. Then at that time you feel burning sensations so around the stomach area. Then it stops you from going deeper. And then so when you eat so heavy, certain food items, you can feel heavy and then uncomfortable, right? With an uncomfortable body, it's hard for us to go deeper, right? Because this is now we are entering smoother level, right? That's why having good diet, good healthy food intake is very important in this level. Number 2 is, so you have to reduce your 5 hindrances or 5 enemies of meditation. You have to reduce them, right? So you have to suppress them as much as possible, right? That's number 2. And then number 3 is, so you all of you know what are the 5 enemies of meditation already. So if we go, I will remind them. Okay. So first one is addiction to sensual pleasure. Second one is aversion. Third one is laziness. Fourth one is sloth and torpor. That means wandering nature of the mind. Fifth one is doubt. Right. So these 5. So you have to suppress them. And then third one is you had reduced your craving, your greed. If you have greed too, you cannot improve well. So, for an example, when you develop little bit well, so if you have greed, if you have a lot of greed, so it obstructs you. Then you think, oh, everything is going well, I have to hold on to this one. If not, I will lose this stage. This is very soothing, very comfortable. I have a lot of joy now, so therefore I want to maintain this as long as possible. Thinking so, you begin to try to maintain that stage for a long time. Then what happens is, so the balance of your mind breaks, and then once again you fall back to the other preliminary levels, right? So therefore, so you have to cut down your greed. So you have to think, whatever it comes, let it come. I will keep on doing my thing, right? So I know all these kinds of experiences, they come and go. They are not permanent. They are temporary. So let them come and go. I will do my best. Okay. Then fourth one is the familiarity to attaining these jhanic levels from the past lives, right? So you will quickly attain them if you have the familiarity of concentrating your mind from the past lives too, right? So sometimes it happens. I think I shared this story with you earlier. about the gentleman from Australia? Can you remember? Okay. Have you heard of Ajahn Braham? Ajahn Braham from Australia? Bante Ajahn Braham? All right, he's an Australian Bante. He had one student. So uh, this student didn't come for meditation sessions very often, but time to time he came. Right? So, so a middle-aged Australian gentleman. Then one day he had the leisure time. I mean, he had the holiday and he had nothing to do. So on that day, he thought he will start practicing meditation because he had a lot of interest in doing that, but he had no time. Today, now he has time. So he went inside his room and started practicing meditation. And gradually, he so he had that familiarity. So he concentrated his mind very well, and finally he reached that deep concentration level. And then what happened was the wife came home. She was outside. Then she came home. The husband was nowhere to be seen. So he knocked the door. She knocked the door, but there is no response. Then she opened the door and saw her husband meditating. She shouted, she called him, but there was no response. Then she checked the nose and then she couldn't find breath. Then she was so panicked. She called Australian 911. I don't know the number. Right then, the emergency service came and then took him to the hospital. And then after that, they also checked him, and finally they thought that he is completely they thought that he is complete disease. So they were about to send him to the mortuary. And then fortunately, so there was one Indian doctor. So he came and he asked what happened. Then after that, the wife described everything. Then he said, okay, then, so please wait for a moment. So from my ancestors, I have heard that sometimes people reach certain deep concentration levels, and at that time you can so easily feel their breath when you reach such kind of levels. So therefore, let's wait. So let's wait until tonight, and after that, let's decide what to do. Then they decided to keep keep him until until the next day, right? So before sending him to the mortuary. Fortunately, he came into his senses. I mean, he came back to general consciousness. So, so at the night, and then he woke up and asked. Then the others were trying so hard so to wake him up, and finally he woke up, and then he asked why he's in the hospital, why they were obstructing him. Then they asked, you were not breathing, that's why we took you to the hospital. Then he said, I was in a very joyful stage. I didn't want to come back. You are the ones. You are the one who destroyed that whole. Joyful experience, right? So somehow, what you can understand is, to it become so when you go up to that stage, it's a very pleasing experience, and if you have familiarity with it from the past lives, it can happen, right? You can you can gain it easily. And then so the other one is, if you have less bondages, if you have less bondages to so that will also help, right, to attain these jhanic levels sooner. But it doesn't mean it doesn't mean that you have to be always like that. Even for a lay person, gradually practicing these these meditation practices for a long time, you can reach these jhanic levels. And then, then gradually, I told you, the happiness begins to grow within. So that happiness is fivefold. At the beginning, when you have preliminary jhanic levels, you experience a happiness called kanika piti. Kuddaka piti. Piti means minor rapture. That is the technical word. Minor rapture means a very powerful, happiness, joy arises, just like the lightning, right? It happens and goes, just like that. For a very short period of time, that joy arises. Right? So that joy arises, and then after that, it passes away. You see it time to time, but it's very joyful. Right? If you let your greed to control yourself, your meditation, then you lose it. But gradually understanding that whatever it comes, let it come. I'm going to practice as I can. Then what will happen is, you will be able to experience the second kind of joy. Right? It is called as momentary joy. Right? Kanika piti. Kanika means Shanika in Sanskrit. Kanika means momentary. Now now earlier, that happiness, that joy, it came and went like this. But now it stays for some time. Sometimes means not for a very long time. So earlier it came, once some millisecond. For some milliseconds. Now it stays for 1 second, 2 seconds, like that. Momentary joy. That's also big achievement. Momentary joy. This is the second joy that you'll experience. So after this, the third stage. And then third one is Okkantika Piti. Okkantika Piti means if you if you pass that level and without being greedy or attached to the second happiness, so letting it go, right? When the experience comes, you experience it, but you gain the ability to maintain the balance of your mind. So if you could do like that, then you gain the ability to read the third stage. Third stage is Okantika. It is just like the waves of the ocean, right? Okantika. So they come, stay. That happen. Joy comes, stays for some time, and gradually passes, right? So then there is the technical term is showering rapture. Showering rapture, right? So just for a short period, it's this joy stays longer than the second one, right? Longer than the second one. Then after that, then fourth one is fourth happiness joy that you will experience is called as ubbega piti. Now, that momentary one will go away, and then after that, you will get filled with joy, right? So your whole body and mind both will get filled with joy, right? So this level is called as uplifting rapture or uplifting joy, right? So in this stage, you will feel happiness. The joy that you will have, it will both wet your mind and body. Get it? Both mind and body. And then finally, paranapiti. Paranapiti means, the technical term is pervading joy. So in this stage, you will start experiencing joy, so an overflowing joy, overflowing joy. So, right, let's say, for an example, so there is a pond. In this pond, all the time, water is overflowing, right? It has filled, the water has filled the pond up to the mouth, and now that water is overflowing, right? So then, just like that, so you will start joy overflowing, overflowing from your body and mind, both. So, so there is no place, so where the joy has not wetted, right, inside your body and mind. And then after that, you will start experiencing the first jhanic level, right? First jhanic level. So in this first jhanic level, so 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 you won't have so any more. So you won't have I mean any attachment. I mean not attachment. So any so burning desire for these outer material things. It doesn't mean you don't. So that I mean that desire is gone. It's suppressed, right? It's suppressed. And then you won't have any desire to do any wrong action, which is harmful for the other. So such kind of so thoughts are gone down, and now inside your mind, so you have thoughts. So I mean you have thoughts. So really, I mean time to time, right? Still, so there, so still you focus on various. I mean, your mind direct you to observe on the breath, right? Right? Can you understand? Then at the same time, so you feel the I mean nature of the breath. Oh, now the breath is like this. Now the breath is like this. Like that, you feel the nature of the breath well, right? And then vitakka and vichara, these two are there, right? And then after that, so now the body has, your body feels very relaxed, right? Your body feels very relaxed. And then it's at rest, right? The body feels so relaxed and it's rest will, so it feels like well rested. And then there's a lot of joy, right? There is a lot of joy and a lot of comfort with concentration, with one pointedness. This is the nature of so this is the so so nature of, this is how you will feel when you read the first jhanic level, right? First jhanic level. So when you maintain that one, naturally, generally, so after some time, so when you experience the same thing for some time, what will happen? So you won't like certain things of it, right? So you won't like the same. So let's say you have a favorite cake, you eat for 100 days. Will you like it anymore? Then there is a huge probability for, for to say no, right? Just like that, when you maintain this first jhanic level for a long time, you let go of the first two. Anymore, you don't. So you don't have to forcibly focus on move your attention towards towards your breath. Right? I'm not talking about the meditation practice that you do right now. Even right now, you have to focus like that. But so this is a very smooth experience. Okay, smooth level. Got it? So and then so you give up focusing on the characteristics of that breath. You naturally feel it. and the attention, the focus and the breath, so both of them begins to get together, right? And then after that, uh, then uh, so now you have one-pointedness along with more joy and more comfort, right? Mind is more one-pointed, right? This is the second level. Then third level, so if you maintain that jhanic level also for a long time, then you begin to read the third jhanic level. So third jhanic level is just like this. So so when you read the third jhanic level, so anymore you don't like you lose interest in feeling joy. Now, joy is a big thing, right? We can do anything for to gain happiness. But when you read the third jhanic level, you feel like even the joy is a burden, right? So you let the joy go. So, but you keep the comfort. You feel very comfortable, right? So mind feels very comfortable, and then so then you gradually begin to develop balance of mind, equanimity, and then you have more awareness, and so more awareness and more focus, one pointedness inside the mind. And then when you read this final, if you maintain that one for a long time, then you're bound to read the fourth jhanic level. In the fourth jhanic level, you let your comfort also to go, right? You feel like the discomfort, it also is a burden. Instead, you start to develop so balance of mind, equanimity. So equanimity is the last thing which will remain at the fourth jhanic level, right? So Buddha has given various kinds of similes, but we don't have time. Therefore, I dropped the examples, and just taught you. So about the these four jhanic levels. Then when you pass this one, there are another four, so which are called as formless jhanic levels. Just write down that there are another four, but if you read those four, congratulations. I don't know whether you read those one. At least if you could read the first jhanic level, so I'm proud of you, right? I'm proud of you. So somehow, so keep practicing. If it happens, let it happen. If it doesn't happen, that's also fine. But somehow, we need concentration to practice vipassana. If you read jhanic level, it's easier to practice vipassana meditation. You can easily feel the sensations of the body and see the reality of the body, right? And when you so develop the fourth jhanic level, then you gain several special social abilities. So when you read the fourth jhanic level, so you gain the ability to hear the sound which are arising at faraway places, just like the radio, right? Wherever you focus, you can hear the sound. And the things which happen in faraway places, you gain the ability to see, right? If I want to see what's happening in Miss Rena's home, if I attain the fourth jhanic level, then whenever I focus, I see it. Right? So just like you see something through the television, TV, and then after that, then they gain the ability to understand the other people, how the other people think. But for the Bantes, if they develop this, so they have a discipline rule not to not to tell that, right? So not to tell that to the other person. So anyhow, but so they can use that ability to teach, right, without letting the other person know. But they cannot let the other people know. Right? Chetopari. And then they gain the ability to remember the past life, where I was in the past, who were my mother, who was my father, who were my brothers and sisters, and what did I do, and where did I go. All those things we gain the ability to see. Not only one life, certain certain people can remember 10, certain people can remember 100, like that. It differs. So it depends on various kinds of people's karmas too, right? So this is another ability that someone gains by attaining the fourth jhanic level, right? So so somehow, so don't practice so meditation to achieve these things. So just practice, because you can use whatever the concentration that you generate in practicing vipassana meditation, because it doesn't matter. So you practice it to the depth. Whenever you let your negativities to overpower you little by little, so so just like when you are, so when you twist a rubber band, and at the end when you let it go, so it will come to the very stage, I mean a very untwisted stage, right, within a short time, just like that. So that very concentrated mind will become the same later on. So therefore, so concentration is not permanent, right? So deep concentration levels are good but not permanent. So understanding that, so please use those concentrations to develop in vipassana meditation. Okay. Now everyone, please think. Together, all of us gathered here, practice this noble meditation technique and accumulated a lot of positive. By the power of all this positive energy, everyone please think. What's that name? William Wilkerson. All right. We share that positive energy with Mr. William Wilkerson, who was the co-worker of Mrs. Shin, passed away today. Wherever he is, may he gain this positive energy. May he be well, may he be happy, be very peaceful. May all this positive energy be with all of you. May all the good things happen in your life. May all your troubles be away. May you be able to live your lives comfortably, prosperously, peacefully, and happily. Practicing this noble Dhamma path, finally eradicating all the negativities, developing all positivities. May all of us attain that eternal peaceful stage, real peace, Nibbana. Thinking so, everyone, please join your palms together and concentrate. Please concentrate. Abhimadana silise nichang vada pachaino chattaro dhamma vadanti ayuvangno sukang balang ayurarogya sambati sagya sambati mevache atho nibbane sambati iminate samijjatu. May all of you be well. May all of you be happy. May all of you be very, very peaceful. Good night, everyone. Take rest and see you again on next Friday. Secure. Good night. Good night. Good night, Mr. Ms. Rita.
Good night. Have a good night and a nice
Good
weekend.
night. Good night, Mr. Huat.
Be well.
Thank you, Bante. Good night to you. May you be well.
Good
Good
night,
night.
Bante Chandima.
Good
Thank
night,
you.
Mrs. Santini. All the good happens. Good night, Mrs. Arunima.
Good night, Banteji.
Good night. Good night, Rahul and Pragati.
Good night, Bante. Thank you so much.
Good night, Budhinyaki.
Good night, Chamin Mahanse. Thank you.
Good night, Mr. Adil and Mr. Jaina.
Good night, Bante.
Good night. Good night, Mrs. Please. Good night, Nemo.
Good night. Thank you so much.
Nemo or Nemo?
Oh, yes. Actual name is Neelam, but Nemo is the nickname. I met you last time, a while back.
Got it. Yes. Nemo. Good night, Mrs. Please. Can you hear me? Good night. Good night, everyone. See you in the next week. Thank you so much, Mr. Huat.